Hello and welcome to Expedition 18 Relics, the third expedition of this holiday season's Reduxes. And I've thoroughly enjoyed this expedition when it first came out, and I'm looking forward to having another shot at it. There are some nice rewards to get if you haven't done this one already. Definitely hop in and give it a go. We are going to be digging up some ancient creatures, putting together some ancient fossils, and really just having a lot of fun. Try and enjoy this one. And here we are. Oh, hello, I'm a Viking. That's interesting. I don't normally end up being a Viking, but there you go. Weird and wonderful, strange character. Let's have a look then. If you are used to watching these guide videos / playthroughs, you'll know what we are doing here. We're going through each phase and completing each milestone within that phase to eventually complete the final phase and get our lovely rewards, which is the end of this. You'll get a Livingstone customization set for your character, which is very nice indeed. So in phase 1, we need to locate our starship, collect ancient artifacts of 1, report to the GPS field office, collect a complete fossil. Then we need to defeat an ancient guardian, so we need to, hopefully we'll have a load of weapons to do that with, reassemble an avian skeleton and discover minerals of 6. Now what I like to do at the start is try and do as many of the milestones as I possibly can to get a really decent start going, and there are a number we can do straight away. Of course we're going to do all of phase 1, but there's also discover creatures of 6. There's eliminate 6 hazardous flora, adopt companion of 1, which we can do straight away, and we can discover 10 plants. We might not be able to land 7 fish just because we need to have the fishing rig for that, and I'm not sure if we start with that. We'll check in a moment. Then of course there are some others we can possibly do as well. Excavating ancient bones of 55, we'll get that as we go. And we can excavate terrain, we can get that one done as well. The serve up a bone probably won't be able to do right now. And then on phase 5, memory stones investigates, we'll do that as we go. That'll be nice and easy. Defeat ancient guardians of 3, so we've got 3 of those to defeat. And then we need to sell fossils for 2.5 million. So we're going to be collecting a lot of fossils here. So let's have a look around, do a bit of scanning, because we can straight away search for some hazardous flora. They're going to be really close by. And as we do that, let's have a look at what we've got in our exosuit here. Of course, we've got movement. We need to sort all these things out. We can actually speak to all of the races because we've got these language things, so that's good. We don't want to put those in the supercharged slot though. We will put in the hazard protection to start with. Maybe move on to maybe the life support, but we'll see how we go. I'm sure it will be fine. In the starship we haven't got there yet, but our multi-tool here, we do have some weapons upgrades, a B and a C. So we have the bulk cast upgrade, a luminous ionizer, which gives us a bit of a boost, and the barrel ionizer we've got as well, which is quite nice to have that one already. And just move these about so when we get our rewards from our milestones we can put them in, and I'm sure we'll get some. Now when you do these milestones and you get the rewards, do not sell them because you may need them to complete other milestones as you go through. Right, there's a hazardous flora here. This is going to burst, but it also has some great resource that we need, which is the old oxygen. And if we shoot it with our laser, our mining laser, we'll get oxygen out of it as well. So there's one. Just shoot this one straight away. You can get oxygen off these ones as well, I think, but it's a bit more dangerous. Let's grab that one as well. And if we have a look at our milestones, we are already getting the hazardous flora. We have 2 out of 6. What we also need to do is get other resources as well, like ferrite dust is a really important one we need to get. We need to get carbon, we need to get sodium, condensed carbon would be nice as well, to hydrogen, and maybe some other things that we can find on this planet. But definitely the base resources is what I'm going to just run around and quickly grab as I look for these 6 hazardous flora. And whilst you are mining away, just remember that your mining beam here can overheat, but the hotter it is, the quicker it will mine for you. So keeping it at a really high heat will mine things really quickly. And if you find a sodium field like this, that is the way to go. An oxygen field like this would be great as well. That would probably keep us going for most, if not all of, the expedition with the bunch of items we're going to get out of it. This should be the last hazardous flora we need. And there you go. We got uprooting straight away. which is very nice. We're very close to also getting the animals we need. But there you go, we got it. Descendants as well. And we haven't even left the area we started off in. We were down there in that little area over there. And so for phase 2, we've already got 2 of the rewards here. We can get a Supreme Radiation Protection upgrade and creature pellets times 20. And we can also grab a Delicate Flora and a Supreme Toxic Protection upgrade, which is very nice indeed. Let's put these in. Make sure we put them next to our hazard protection so we get the boosts from them. What we can also do here, by the way, is sell this for 904,000 units. But I'm not going to sell it just yet. I don't think we're going to need it. So, yeah, if you do want to sell it, maybe go ahead and do that. However, we need to get a companion now. We can actually adopt a companion. I'm doing lots of phase 2 here, but we are doing it before we move anywhere else because we've got the 10 creature pellets. So let's offer some food to this dude. How you doing, mate? Yeah, good. And then we can adopt as companion, and then we get domestic relatives. There you go. Very nice. Nice and easy. Expedition log. We've already got 3 of phase 2. What a start. Supreme life support upgrade and life support gel times 5. So let's put those in. I don't think we can do anything else of phase 2. We might be able to do analyze recovered. Might be able to do that. Recover and analyze buried data. So maybe we'll look at doing that in the next video. And we'll carry on discovering some other items like plants, for example. We can do that whilst we are here. Let's also put in our life support upgrade. Make sure we put it in next to our life support so we get the upgrade for that. And then we can start scanning some plants. Made it to the starship. Here it is. I also haven't got rid of my little friend here because we actually kind of need him to be able to do one of the milestones, which is search dung samples, nosing the dirt. So I'm hoping that he is going to give me some dung so I can see if that's the way to do it. We'll wait and see what happens with him. But we have located the starship, so we should get our first milestone of phase 1. The ship communicator registers an incoming message. This Galactic Palaeology Society. And there you go. We are now part of the Palaeology Society, and we are well on our way to discovering a bunch of fossils. So we get a pre-packaged personal refiner unit, which we need, starship launch fuel times 3, signal booster plans and surge battery plans, and Gek words times 12, because the Palaeology scientist guy is a Gek, so we need to know what he is saying. There is a surge battery there. We've also got this which we need to put in. We have our refiner unit. We now need to collect ancient artifacts and then report to the field office. But first we actually need to fix our starship. Oh no, it's already fixed. I forgot it's already fixed in this one. Okay, let's start moving some stuff around then. We've got a hyperdrive and a Atlantid hyperdrive here. And we've got, obviously, the shield, the pulse drive, and etc. We'll leave that in there for now. What I'm going to do is bring this into my exosuit, so we've got that nice and ready for us. So, to grab Expedition Admission, we need to actually place down our signal booster. And then we need to use this to scan for ruins, which is one surge battery, because we need the ancient artifact. So let's do that. Hopefully we'll find one on this planet. I'm sure we will, as we've scanned it on the planet. There it is. If you make sure you have the milestone selected, make it easier for you to find what you are looking for. Here we are at the ancient site. We are going to need to use the terrain manipulator here. And we're going to have to dig up. There's a large artifact crate. What we actually need first is the artifact fragment. So we can go under here and get the key. We need 3 of these, so we don't need to dig up every single artifact fragment. I've got it on the biggest setting, the terrain manipulator. You can change the... Oh, bloody, I'm in the water. You can change the setting by pressing L1 and R1. And you have the smallest one gives you more resources. The biggest one just cuts through it like it's, I don't know, knife through butter, I guess. Let's get this last artifact fragment here. And then go to the crate. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Thank you. Alright. And here we are. We just put the keys in. Ancient lock. And then we get out what we want. There you go. We found a preserved pangolian horn. And we got Expedition Admission. So don't sell this. Grab your Expedition Admission rewards, which is base computer plans, repackaged scatter blaster unit, banned hazardous protection upgrade, and powerful frost protection upgrade. And if we have a look here, the preserved pangolian horn is worth 691,516 units. It's 877 years old. So, the dig. We now need to bring the excavated artifacts to the Galactic Paleology Society. We also have to discover minerals of 6, of which we have 1 at the moment. So it might be worth looking for some of those whilst we are on this planet as well. There's 4 out of 6. Just scanning these little rocks adds us 1 as well. So definitely worth looking for everything to scan when it comes to the minerals. So 4 out of 6 is good for now. We can get another 2 on the next planet. But one other thing we can do whilst we are here is dig up the amount of digging we need. Where is it? Excavate terrain there in phase 4. We can do that one now. And all we need to do really is dig a hole down. Like that, and then we can... Oh no, we're in the water. We don't really want to be in the water, to be honest, but it shouldn't really matter. But let's just go around here. And then we want to change the mining setting on your terrain manipulator to flatten. And then we should be able to do this nice and easy by using the flatten tool and making like a massive square. And as you can see, the excavation number is rising rather rapidly doing it this way. We're already on 1800. We only need 2600. And we just keep going, keep blasting it, and we'll be done in minutes. That might be nice to build a nice base under here maybe, but we're not going to do that because this is not a save I'm going to be keeping. So deeper underground in phase 4 we get salvage data times 30. Very nice indeed. There's a little hole opened up here as well, so we can get back to our starship nice and easy. And then we can head to report to the GPS field office. Looks like we might need a warp cell for this, which we do. And the problem is, can we make them? We need chromatic metal and condensed carbon here. So what do we have on this planet where we can get chromatic metal from and condensed carbon? There is copper here, which is alright. You can get some copper and then we can refine that. And we also need some condensed carbon. You can obviously refine carbon down into condensed carbon. But just grabbing some carbon on its own is great. You can't get the bigger crystals without the advanced mining laser. You don't start with that. I don't have that yet either. But you can mine the little crystals of condensed carbon. So that might work for us as well. There are lots of things that you can refine into chromatic metal. Indium, emerald, cadmium, copper, quartzite and activated quartzite. There may be some I've missed. If there is, please leave it down in the comments. If you can find some quartzite or activated quartzite, that'd be great because it will give you much more chromatic metal, and that is something I'll be looking out for as we travel to the next systems as we go through each phase and milestone. So I found the dig guy, and of course the location of the actual marker is a approximate location, but if you look for little lights like this around, you'll find the dig guy very close by. And here we are. We found him. We need to speak to him. Look at him in his little area. Hello mate, how you doing? You alright? Assistant Ceci. The Galactic Palaeology Society agent catches my eye as they dust themselves off. Yeah, I know most of what he's saying. Show collected artifacts. He smiles approvingly. And, okay, cool. We get it. We get the milestone. That's what matters. Do we still have that artifact, or did he take it off? No, we still have it. And for that, we get Avian fossil display plans, which is very important because in this milestone, in this phase, we need to complete an ancient avian skeleton. So we also get inventory slot ×3 and get words 11, which is very nice. Where are we going to put these? Let's put perhaps 2 down here in tech, and then I'm going to go for 1 in the old cargo slots. Very nice. Now it wants us to collect a complete fossil. Now if we look here, there is actually one here we could collect, isn't there, somewhere? Where is it? There is a fossil bed here. Oh, there you go. It's telling me we've got that. Thank you very much. And all we need to do is dig down these ancient bones, pick them up like so. And if you look down at the bottom right hand corner, it will tell you what you're looking for with this ancient fossil bed. Or we can go into log, and it says we need 1 skull. We've got 1 tail already. We need 2 limbs and 1 rib cage. So that's cool. And if you look, there's a nice... We can also get this, by the way. Discarded dirt. That's going to give us some rusted metal. Maybe some other things. Yeah, we've got some dirt. This is a pretty cool skeleton. Look. Pretty cool. This guy here, we can actually sell fossils to, I believe. And we can trade. So we can browse the fossil archive here. We can swap out, or we can sell stuff to him. We can sell anything to him, really. I mean, even like, you know, the storm crystal that I got randomly from analysing a thingy-majiggy, or we can barter for one of these. But we haven't got much to barter with, so we do need to find some fossil beds. We also need plants of 10, so we can get that while we're here. Because there looks like there's a nice amount of plants on this planet. So if we have a look at our expedition, we're now 7 out of the 10 plants we need. And we need 2 more minerals as well, which shouldn't be too bad on this planet. We also need to take some pictures of ground creatures. And here's one, kind of cute one actually. We'll take one of that. And there we go, snapshot in time. We photographed a group of creatures. So we needed a group like that were in the background. So that's why we got that one. That is in phase 3. So we get fishing rig plans, exosis, gift plans, and bionic lure ×40, which is very nice. As for the fishing rig, we do need to install that, but we need a dihydrogen jelly and carbon nanotube. So I won't worry about that just yet. We will get that done eventually. And there we go. We have reverse Palaeobotany. We discovered 10 plants. That was only on 2 worlds. So that's phase 3 done. That's delicate flora ×2. Which again should be monies to sell. Let's have a look. Where is the delicate flora? We've got this dirt here. I don't know why I'm picking up that dirt. There it is. Yeah, 1.9 million units for this delicate flora. I have to transfer some stuff over to my starship eventually. Let's head to this fossil bed and see if I can't find a couple more minerals to scan. So here we are, we've made it. There's actually a lot of fossils here. So let's see what we get. Very nice. Looks like we've got a skull. We still need a rib cage, which we've just picked up. We need 1 more limbs because we already had a tail. And there you go. We got 5 skeleton parts there. That was nice and easy, wasn't it? And now what we need to do is have a look at phase 1. Collect a complete fossil, which I've just done. Return collected bones to the Galactic Palaeology Society. So before we get the reward, we need to head back. There are grubs on this planet as well. So, but we need the hazmat gauntlet to pick those up. We can't do that. That will, if we crush it, we can fight the Brood Mother, which is like a boss you can fight, which is quite fun. Still looking for one more mineral before I head back. Oh, there you go. We finally got Junior Field Agent. I think it sort of did it because we got there, maybe. I don't know. We've got a Supreme Geology Cannon upgrade, pre-packaged Geology Cannon unit, and powerful thermal protection upgrade. So we've got a load of good stuff there. So here we are, the Vigilant Stone. Let's make sure we have our weapon ready. We have a Bolt Caster, we have a Scatter Blaster. It's not got any upgrades, and of course we've got the Geology Cannon. The only problem here with the Geology Cannon is I don't have anything to actually put in it. So can I make that? I can, but I need a metal plating. That's easily done because we got a load of ferrite dust. Or not. We've used it all. And there isn't much ferrite dust on this world. That much is true. There's a little rock here. If I scan it, I'm going to get Rock Hound, which means I've got all the mineral ones on phase 1 as well. So we get pre-packaged advanced mining laser unit, which is great. We need that. Supreme Defensive Systems upgrade and an inventory slot ×5. The only problem is we don't have any room because yeah, we just don't have any. So let's bring the starship in and we'll move a load of stuff over to the starship. We can also refine rusted metal here to get some more ferrite dust. So if you get rusted metal, you can do that. Now we should be able to get Rock Hound, which we can. Lovely. Let's put it in here and get an extra 2. Why does it not let me get an extra 2 up here? Bit weird. Okay, fine. Put in some more shield. Good. Because we're going to be doing some fighting. There's the advanced mining laser, which is lovely. Now we should be able to make a metal plating and therefore make the plasma launcher, which we then can put in our multi-tool for our plasma launcher, which we do have ready. There's Rock Hound, which we got. Let's disturb this stone then and defeat this bad boy. There he is. Plasma him straight away. Boom. That was nice, wasn't it? Do not disturb. Oh, Jesus. I'm getting hit. Ah, I didn't realise there's another one. Let's have him as well then. Oh. That's a planet. Okay. Yes, good. We got him. What did we get for that? We got a pre-packaged personal force field unit, pre-packaged shell greaser unit for the old scatter blaster, powerful scatter blaster upgrade, and multi-tool inventory slot ×2. So we've got some more room here, and then we can put all these in as well. Now what we need to do is reassemble an avian skeleton, which we should be able to do for phase 1. Let's have a look at some of the other milestones here first. So in terms of the guardians, do we need to kill any more? We need to defeat one more to get to get that milestone in phase 5. Because we need to kill 3. So is there another one here? I thought there was another one close by. There's one there, but there was only 2 here by the looks of things. Yeah, that's telling me I got that. That's great, thank you. Here they are. Oh, they're throwing stuff at me. Oh, yep, there you go. Nice and easy. Oh, hello. There you go. We got the 3 that we needed, and we've killed an extra one for the sake of it, because he was there, and that means we get that reward out of phase 5: salvage scrap and polished stone. Stone ghosts has now been collected. Good. And this is the reward we got there, wasn't it? Intact hydraulics. 2 million. So that's quite nice. Let's head back to the starship then and reassemble this ancient avian fossil. We go into our build menu by pressing up on my D-pad. We'll see here that we have an avian fossil display. We need pure ferrite for that, so we need to get some ferrite dust and mine that into pure ferrite, or we can just find some pure ferrite because we now have the advanced mining laser, don't we? We have our pure ferrite. Let's lay down our assemble avian fossil here, and what we need... Am I close enough to the starship to be able to do this? Yes, I am. So we can just put the haunted skull on there. We can go with some limbs. We can get the torso. And this is looking like a very crazy creature already. There's the tail, nice and rounded, absolutely tiny. And there's some wings, which are very strange. So it's very weird. Oh, it actually tells me what it is. Bugligera lived over 88 million years ago, an apex predator. Its feathered wings took it far and wide. A magnetic skeleton helped this creature sense the location of nearby terrain deposits. It appears to have supplemented its diets with shavings of various metals. And there you go. We have it. We can pick you up. There you go. We got the Ancient Avian milestone. And that will give us Supreme Movement System upgrade, Supreme Launch Thrusters upgrade, and get 300 nanites as well. Which is very nice indeed. And what do we get for completing phase 1? We get Fluid Dynamic poster plans, Taxonomy poster plans, and Spiral poster plans. So a bunch of posters. Gotta love a poster in No Man's Sky. We can pick this up and take this with us if we want. Also put it in the starship for safekeeping. Let's put in our lovely upgrades here, which is always welcome indeed. And there is our actual avian fossil, which we can keep in here as well in the old starship. And there you go, that is phase 1, along with a bunch of other milestones done in this expedition. I hope you've enjoyed phase 1. Hopefully you'll be back for the next video, and yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy this expedition as well. It is a fun one, and I'm looking forward to completing the rest of it. Hopefully I'll see you there. Take care now, and bye bye.